Welcome to part 6, where we continue traversing more of the up areas of Muggshot's Boneyard Casino. Particularly this next one is pretty passionate, in a certain sense. Oh yeah, and that's the only object in the game I'm pretty sure you can skirt around like that in circles.
Yuck, these rooftops are filthy. Well, they are the only way to get to the key, since my locator tells me it's in a jewel case somewhere near Muggshot's head house.
Ah, jewel cases. Remember those? Snap too easily, really. But it's nice to have them sometimes for PlayStation 1 games. But anyway, enough of that. There's something else coming up.
Well, look who just walked into my crosshairs. Sly Cooper.
About time you showed up, Miss Fox. Was getting worried about you. Thought you took a wrong turn somewhere back in Paris.
The only one making wrong turns is you, Sly. I'd suggest you surrender before I paralyze you with my good friend, the shock pistol.
Now see, a girl whose best friend's a firearm's got issues. A little dinner, a little dancing. I think I can help you out.
Sounds romantic. As long as you don't mind dining in jail.
Nah, I hear the service is lousy.
Once I catch you, you'll know for yourself.
So we're back at this again with the chase sequence from the first level. Only this time there's an actual threat. Carmelina's accuracy has improved a bit. Not by much, but she's definitely not as weak as she was originally. So if you stand carelessly about, you will get hit by her. Otherwise, there's not much else to this. But there is a lot of glue bottles that'll be in the way now. So unless you really don't care about getting those extra Thievius Raccoonus papers, yeah, you can just easily run past all this. Oh, and when you're in areas where she technically can't shoot you, she uses this special shot that just does this. You don't even see it anywhere in later games. This is the only time you'll ever see it. So she'll always aim up high just to hope that she'll hit you. Yeah, this is the only game that has it, of course. Not even a special ability in any other game. Nope, this is the only time you'll ever see it. But otherwise, yeah. This does provide, at least a nice level, nice change of pace. Because of course, like the racing gimmick, there's only 2 of these, unless you count the first level. And as you can see here, somebody set up shop at this rooftop. I mean, where else would you watch TV at? Another interesting fact is that Carmelita here does have some lines when you lose her. For some reason they didn't play here, but in my test playthrough they did show up. Somebody probably already found them though and accidentally compiled them as unused, but yeah. So there's occasionally a time you can hear talk in the background. Didn't happen this time though. And that was just poor defense on my part. And you also don't need to sneak around these guys. I'm pretty sure the dogs can't stop you if you jump on the mattress there. But otherwise, they're already wrapping up on glue bottles. Pretty quick, huh? This is one of the few examples where you don't have to worry about stopping to get glue bottles near the end.
Good thing I know Navajo code talk. Try 532. Oh yeah, this will come in handy. It's Suzanne Cooper's notes pertaining to water safety. With this knowledge under your belt, you won't have to waste a charm whenever you fall into water.
Yep, that's pretty useful, and that's why you'll never see it again in the rest of the series. So yeah, water safety. Don't need to worry about water anymore. Too bad we're in the middle of the skyline here. The only thing below us is gravity's effect. Also, that's one of the lines she's supposed to say in the background. It's the only one I was able to get on recording, but yeah. And I screwed up. Yeah, don't wait around here. That's actually a problem that can happen. Yeah, so always stay on the move, because if you don't, things will go pretty bad. Luckily, the game will be merciful if you have a lucky charm and take you back to a spot where that's safe. Otherwise, it's more chasing. The music's still as great as ever, though. Too bad the music sounds otherwise empty if you don't have ambiance in it, but it's nice at least. This song does remind you of some other track, some other completely different game that I might have possibly heard in. Anyway, here's the jewel case that Bentley was talking about. I narrowly miss it. Yeah, that's a jewel case apparently. And we smashed it, and we'll smash it a lot.
I'm gonna hunt you down, Cooper. You can't run forever.
Yeah, that's it. We'll lose Carmelita once more. And if you're wondering, yes, she's that one cop that Carmelita, but Muggshot was talking about earlier. It's thanks to her that security is as tight as it is. Oh yeah, and clearly I did not get seen by that one guard, but they could be psychic at times. Luckily, these are not the flashlight guards. Flashlight guards right down here instead. And straight to the top, you'll find all this nice area, little set piece. Of course, here's the key already. Let's get it.
Forget it! Your cane will never smash that thick glass. You'll need something super heavy, like that big wrecking ball up there.
Yep, takes that much.
See those neon tubes? I know they look like you can't climb on them, but with your thieving skills, I bet you could pull it off.
Well, of course. Too bad a thief is not that clumsy at the ledge. Yeah. There's a nice little detail here. Or a joke, at least. Yeah, those cars eventually fall on somebody. And they always do, so, yeah. Anyway, just keep exploring more. Just don't fall off again. Although this does bring into mind how the architecture here actually works. Because I'm pretty sure that fire hydrant's supposed to be where Muggshot is. Meaning it's probably that thing from earlier that we saw in the inside. But here we are going up an elevator, now it's suddenly incredibly far away. Yeah, I don't get the architecture here, but I guess it'd be too much to ask. So we'll just avoid questions. Instead focus on the fact that Muggshot has a sign with his name on it. And that I accidentally smacked the that thing, thick glass. Yep, you gotta climb up the Muggshot letter thing. Collect some coins on the way, of course. So yeah, I guess somebody would like their name in neon, huh? I mean, how else would you emblazon your name on a city? Shame though that nobody's around to see it, huh? I mean, that'd scare one off. Hard to flaunt your ego when the only people that could see it are your own lackeys. And of course, no matter which car it is, there's always a guard to get hit by it. Always. Twice, even. Also, that was just bad timing, and really bad luck in general. Contrary to the Lucky Charms, huh? There's more stuff to be seen here. Although, of course, it's not all that relevant. This is a level you could easily just blast through if you don't even bother with these side paths here. Of course, this is probably... pretty sure this is the only level I've ever gotten complete a Master Thief sprint in. Be prepared to see that later. Also, there's a machine here that chugs out clue bottles, apparently. And of course, the blueprints show us a lot of them. Although, the question is, who would hide their clue bottle in what looks like a water tower thing. Oh well, I wouldn't question Muggshot. He's already warped this architecture beyond. I mean, have you seen that optical illusion of a level that was back alley heist? Yeah. He clearly has hired the best architectures for the job. Or at least MC Escher. And then we gotta climb some communication tower, I think, or something. I don't know what this is. Whatever it is, it's just a giant column thing with a neon light on it. You know, just because. That's easily toppled over just by being on it. So clearly the architecture took some shortcuts. Otherwise, yeah. We've gotten more area to explore. And another dog hits me. It seems I have no luck with these guys whatsoever anymore. But they are the ones that get hit by those cars. And of course there's another one that got hit even through, even though I still beat one of them up. Oh well. So yeah, this is a pretty nice level though. I mean, like I said, it's a level that's not really all that long if you just blaze through it, through a main path, but it's got a lot of side paths. That's what this level's all about, just side paths. They're there and they're big. And that's what takes up most of the time, of course. And now from a message.
I got a voice-over message for the two-bit thief who's making off with all my treasure keys. You're dead, Pally. If I get my hands on you, I'm gonna fit you with your own pair of cement bunny slippers. You hear me? Your lunch break, joint!
Well, luckily we got water safety, so that won't work. But yeah, just as usual, just like Raleigh, Muggshot finds out about Sly eventually. So, stealth doesn't last for very long. But I guess that's what happens when you take somebody's balloon off. Interesting note though is that you will not find the balloon anywhere else but that one level. So don't worry about it in this one. The changes will be reflected depending on which one you go first. And now for a pretty interesting Thievius Raccoonus page. After getting the clue ball, it's just tediously far away from the safe. Not too much, but yeah, tedious nonetheless.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. You need an IQ of at least 140 to figure this one out. Dial in 468. Aha! It's Sir Andrew Cooper's thief replica technique. He used to make fake stand-ups of himself to confuse guards into attacking the wrong thing. Use the triangle button to put together a fake Sly Cooper.
Now, of course, this is another move that's never seen again in the series. And just like the mine, it just wasn't all that great of a move. I mean, it works better than the mine, but I mean, it's seriously just not that great. I mean, it's also liable to glitches too, so occasionally guards, they could see the decoy, but they'll attack you immediately after they destroy the decoy for some reason. It's pretty annoying whenever it happens. Of course, we get on this wrecking ball, and just us stepping on it manages it to launch the things just like that. And of course, get rid of an extra letter G. Might never to speak again, but Anyway, we could celebrate getting the treasure key with our little decoy here. We'll just happily wave to our celebration. Anyway, time for an actual use of it. Yep, it works, except for the part where that just happened. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there, but it just did. Yeah, that's why it's not all that useful. It's incredibly buggy for some reason. That in the next level, you probably won't need it nearly as much. Anyway, yeah, Muggshot's gonna give us some raspberries, I guess. Because he knows he'll win somehow. Also, this is the only time he ever has that white hat on, apparently. One time.
What? My boys have been yapping about some big mysterious dude running around cracking skulls and this is it? You're the monkey wrench in my operation? Some scrawny rat with a stick. Hey, wait a second. I seen that stick before.
Maybe when my father knocked your block off with it.
Your father? Wow. You're a Cooper? You know, that Thievius Raccoonus had a lot of nice pictures, but way too many big words.
So you don't mind just handing it over?
Why? What, are you kidding? You break into my place, steal my stuff, trash the joint. I feel transgressed and violated. Let's rock.
So yep, I got the Lucky Charm I needed back.
One shot's too strong for your cane. You're gonna have to find some other way to stop him.
And indeed there is another way. But before we mention that, if you want to be able to easily dodge his shots, use the roll move. You'll easily duck under his shots on time, as long as you time it right. And we'll get all these smears on.
My beautiful gun is destroyed. Good thing I got a spare upstairs.
Yep, phase 2. More of this. So yeah, we're flipping mirrors just so we can concentrate the sunlight into him. Because otherwise he's impervious to any form of damage. He's simply just way too strong. I guess a case of hopes and dreams going against the Cooper gang. Probably one of the weirdest things you could think about, but it's essentially what this is. But anyway, yeah. Obviously that didn't do anything to his physical state, as he's clearly doing fine for having a sunburn right now. Probably even worse than that actually, but yeah. Do it twice and he goes for does something very different for the third phase. And for starters, he managed to make his way up to the chandelier, which is just a gigantic version of the same thing that's been burning him all this time. I don't know why he stood there, but he is. Because, really, I think it's got to get hot eventually with all the sunlight. But I guess he planned it out somehow enough that he has all these mirrors flipped in specific methods or ways. But eventually we'll burn him out.
This is impossible. A little pipsqueak like you beating a big, strong bruiser like me? It ain't right. You want all of that stupid picture book? You're gonna have to go down to Haiti and cross paths with Miss Ruby. And then believe you me, you don't want to be you.
The Muggshot section of the Thievius Raccoonus contained an entry from my gunslinging ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. His specialty was the rail walk and rail slide, moves perfected through a lifetime of theft in the Old West. Getting out of town proved to be a little more challenging than getting in. Having just missed us, Inspector Fox went for the next best thing and dragged that canine steroid case off to jail. That was the end of Muggshot's gambling empire, and Mesa City's citizens soon returned home. While me and the boys, well, we enjoyed the rest of our stay in America, and then returned to Paris, ready for our next mission.
And that's it for episode 2 and part 6. Come back next time, and we'll be in Haiti, where things certainly get a little supernatural. But anyway, notyourusualZero signing off.